I want you to guess how much money do you believe is estimated to be bets on the NFL this season?
Oh, my goodness. Like so far or the estimate for the entire year?
The entire year. Estimated X amount of money expected to be bet on the NFL this season.
$2.5 billion.
$2.5 billion?
Is that, am I
not even close. Not even close.
$22.5 billion.
Still not close.
Are we going $100 billion?
Well, that's a little excessive.
All right, well, you said not even close.
Well, I would think
$50 billion.
$35 billion is expected to be bet on the NFL this season.
I wouldn't even know where to start. Would you have known where to start if you didn't see it?
I would have said probably like you, 3 or 4 billion. $35 billion. The American Gaming Association says the $35 billion estimate is roughly 30% increase from the amount bet on the NFL last year and is based on data released by some states on the amount wagered on pro football. The Colorado Division of Gaming, for example, reported $890.3 million was bet on pro American football in the 2023/2024 fiscal year.
Now, that doesn't include fantasy football, correct?
No.
This is just gambling.
Yeah. I wonder how much, well, Meller, you're the fantasy football guy. How much money do you believe is wagered on fantasy football?
Oh, I mean, it's not close anywhere near that. I'm not sure. I wouldn't be stunned, though, if it was close to $1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
I
think so. When you think about all the
everybody.
Leagues, yeah, just the Boca Group has $1 billion in fees.
And Meller's, what, 250,000 entry fee?
Sure.
$250,000?
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair? Am I getting hot? Am I warm?
You're a little aggressive there. A little aggressive.
Yeah. Well, how about I change the topic and we get back to poop conversation. It is one of the foundations of Waddle's World. It's one of the 4 Ps.
That's right.
Right? Police looking for porch pooper. Police looking for serial porch pooper after a man seen pooping on the same porch multiple times.
You would think the Ring doorbell would have taken that person out of business.
Yeah, not everybody has the Ring doorbell, though. And maybe if you're a serial porch pooper, you are actually on the lookout for
You're scouting?
Yeah. When you think. Any guess as to where this is happening?
Somewhere in Florida.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Oh,
Police in Kentucky are looking for a man who has defecated on the same porch multiple times over the past week for no apparent reason. Louisville Metro Police say they have received 3 police reports about the alleged porch pooper, who's since gained lots of attention online after doorbell videos of him have been posted on Reddit and Instagram. So he's porch pooping at a place that has a Ring doorbell. The homeowner,
is he masked?
Who did not want to be identified, being targeted by the so-called porch pooper, said he first noticed something was up on Tuesday. Quote, I went out to my front porch that morning and noticed what I thought was a cat poop, he said. Must not be a large man. The homeowner said he cleaned it up, checked his Nest doorbell camera from the night before, and that's when he realized it wasn't a cat. Not only did he defecate, but he also urinated on our welcome mat.
You're not welcome.
Homeowner says he has no idea who the man is or why his porch specifically is being targeted. We're good neighbors. We keep to ourselves. We behave ourselves. I can't imagine anyone would want to do this kind of retribution.
Trying to think all these things about what he did. He's like, I'm a good neighbor.
Homeowner said the alleged porch pooper has visited his home numerous times, and he tried to comfort him on one of his latest visits. But by the time he made it to the front door, the man had already run off.
Well, would you do a stakeout and stake him out from the outside?
But if he's not doing it if he's doing it in a random fashion, you're going to spend a lot of time standing on the side of your house when it's dark out. So this guy says, I'm relieved that he's not violent and he's not trying to force entry. The homeowner said he's just doing his deed. It's very disconcerting and disturbing. If anybody has any information, the Louisville Metro Police would love you to call them at 502-574-7111.
That is the theme of the show today.
Here you go. Here's another story that's really weird. You heard of this story? Swimmer known as the Shark is trying once again to cross Lake Michigan. I found a lot of this to be really eye-popping. An ultra swimmer is what they're called, is trying again to cross Lake Michigan from Michigan to Wisconsin. Just a few weeks after trouble with a GPS device after 60 miles. Jim Dreyer set out after 6 p.m. Monday in Grand Haven. He said the journey to Milwaukee would cover at least 80 miles in the water and last 72 hours or more without sleep.
Wouldn't there be a boat next to him, though? Like, don't they usually have a vessel?
I would think so.
So
I'm
then,
just 72 hours in the water without sleep. And that's cold water, isn't it?
yeah, oh yeah. He's got to be
61
wearing
years of
wetsuit, right?
age, says he will also be towing a small inflatable boat with supplies.
Yeah, I would think, well, why wouldn't you have like a boat alongside, though, with a lifeguard in it and to make sure the GPS that you're going the right way?
Dreyer, who calls himself the Shark, Jim Dreyer, crossed Lake Michigan in 1998, starting in Two Rivers, Wisconsin, and finishing in Ludington, Michigan. But 3 attempts to do it again have been unsuccessful since 2023.
So he's done it before. He's just trying to do it again.
His last effort began on August 6th. The next day, paused to get fresh batteries to keep the GPS device working. But during the process, said he somehow lost the bag in the lake.
How far do you think you could swim?
50 yards.
If necessary.
Yes. To save my own life, 50 yards.
No, you'd go to your back, wouldn't you?
Are we talking about swimming?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What do you mean you go to your back?
Because it's easier to breathe?
I don't know, but I don't know that I could just stay afloat. I'm on my back. It takes energy to stay afloat.
Yeah.
You don't just float. I don't want any the water Olympic stuff is
The water Olympic stuff.
yeah, like why would I want to be in the water for 72 hours?
No, not for 72.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Did you know Brian Daboll is going to call plays for the Giants this year?
It doesn't shock me. Don't most offensive
Do you feel
head
differently
coaches?
about Brian Daboll after watching the Giants thing at all?
No. I never finished the series.
Oh, you did?
I didn't love that either.
I actually liked it.
It was slow. But so is this Hard Knocks, by the
I
way.
heard Carm Pan in Hard Knocks today, basically saying, you know what, I got baseball practice tonight. I'm not going to join the
A lot of people
post-game
thought we
show.
were being too snobbish about it.
Really?
Now, I teased this earlier and we never got to it, but and I know you brought up Daboll. Do you believe there was a teaser where Ryan Poles talks about cutting players and how he tries to give them more feedback because he was a player?
I don't believe that there will be. I don't think you'll see him cut a player because I don't think that's the message. I mean, George has said he wants a different message coming out of, and maybe even that would be something that would be.
Will they bring in Velas to tell him he made the team, or will they follow Velas around, waiting to see if he gets the
told
call?
Velas when camp kicked off, he was on the team.
What was the
What are you
bigger
talking
secret
about?
that Velas is going to make the team, or that Caleb is going to be drafted by the team?
That's a good question. You should put that on a web poll. And again, you heard Tyler talking about this earlier, but the 49ers have put rookie wide receiver Ricky Pearsall on the NFI list after being shot in the chest. Unbelievable story.
Is Union Square a big tourist place? Like, is this a well-populated place? Now, I keep hearing that it was a robbery attempt. Did someone
Yes.
try to rob him?
He was shot near San Francisco's Union Square on Saturday afternoon after a 17-year-old male attempted to rob him, resulting in a struggle between the two. I initially read, I think, that it was about he was trying to steal his Rolex watch.
Oh.
The perpetrator.
I think part of the reason he was in that area, he had an autograph signing
Yes.
earlier in the
Jeez.
day. And so he was making his way back from it.
So according to the San Francisco police, both Pearsall and the suspect were shot during the struggle. Pearsall was taken to San Francisco General Hospital and announced that he was in stable condition. I don't think he had surgery either, right? His mom posted on social media Sunday morning that her son had been shot in the chest with a bullet, exiting his back and missing vital organs.
He was so lucky.
Yeah.
I think I read today. It was just the headline, so I didn't read the article. But that was he really back in the weight room today?
That I don't.
Because he's out for the first 4 weeks. I know that. But was he back in the weight room today? Would that be possible?
Can't imagine he was on the bench press. I mean, he may have been there just talking to teammates.
Chest.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine having a bullet being shot in the chest and the bullet exits your back and misses your vital organs?
I can't imagine that at all.
It's crazy. All right, we'll end on that positive note. It is a positive note.
Yeah,
he did get shot, but he's going to be fine. He's going to miss the first 4 weeks, but then he'll be okay. That's it.